not really used to seeing G2 get punched out of the way so often and allow that many open nets.
Yeah, I mean, Nolly, he was the one punching that hole time and time again, just getting rid of as many players on the backline as he could, but without breaking that rotation, which is such an important balance to try and strike, where your teammates know, okay, you're not going for the ball, that means I can come in, but you have to come back if this ends up going wrong. Gen.G playing that balance to near perfection. You can get a few more demos in there, I believe in you lads. Try and break that that demo amount. You got 20 in that one game last weekend. Really, Jack receiving that ball, and Chicago coming out with a demo on Nolly on Aquadome.
Yeah, and it's a good idea because Gen.G having that deep rotation back and Chicago finding that person means Gen.G has to cover a lot of the pitch right now. So the structure, while they've definitely respawned here, is definitely not exactly where they would like to be positioned. They are kind of playing this a little bit awkwardly, and Chronic making the right choice, try and bring it down on a dribble, force possession, slow the play down, let everyone really get set. There's a Chronic, that is Atomic, excuse me, I can read words. There's too many A's and C's and names that I just gonna get twisted up here.
And don't even get him started on the amount of G's in this series either. We're looking at way too many. But the first minute has gone differently to how we saw in that first game. We're seeing no goals go in by this point. I think we had 3. Then Nolly then with 0 boost. He actually burned a lot with not gaining too much ground, but apparently Jack with 30 and misses on that side. He's going to be able to pass it central. Just a little bit of confusion in the corner, but the ball's still maintaining control in the favor of Gen.G.
Really like to see Gen.G slow that one down there in the corner as well. If you're going to send that many people, you might as well make sure you take the challenge properly, and that's going to ricochet straight towards Nolly. He's going to let it go. Apparently Jack just has to trap it to buy time, and Gen.G just waiting to see if something materializes. There's a little more physicality. Double demo, Atomic, one-on-one, top corner, bar down, out. Chronic's going to need help. He's going to leave it for Nolly. Flip reset to get over the defense. Here's apparently Jack off the wall. The third man gets slowed down by JNAP's getting in his face, and Gen.G leave one on the table.
Oh, Gen.G just alley-ooping all their way to Saturn. Just they couldn't quite make that play work in the end, so they continue with the attack onto the backboard. Chronic then finally going low. They send it a couple meters below where they were absolutely denting the backboard, and finally they get the opener.
Apparently, Jack, it works both ways. It's the takeaway from JNAPS, but also the pressure of the shot on goal. What a touch from him. Doesn't end up going in, but it does set up Gen.G to come back through, and holding G2 to 0 shots right now. Gen.G, a great job, like you said, alley-ooping their way all the way to Saturn.
I don't know what it means either, mate. Just don't.
I don't know how they stayed on offense. I really thought a clear was going to come through it somewhere along the line, but they rallied pretty quick after kind of leaving one wishing that they could have executed a little bit more, and that's just as impressive to recover that quick and restart the offense.
Well, it's what we're seeing, you know, going through those rotations by the back corner boost, and when they're burned for 10 seconds, you're then leaving pennies on the floor for G2 to try and collect. If they can't get them, then it becomes a lot harder. Nolly clearing away that attempt with Atomic continuing to push. They can't quite continue on that one, and JNAP sending it lazily into the corner. He was up a little bit too late. His car isn't angled quite right for it, and this is how you clear a ball. Apparently, Jack going straight into the skies doesn't secure that flip reset. Chronic has to dash back to get that roll-away shot. The challenge coming from the corner from Chicago. JNAPS, though, continues to lurk. Good opportunities for G2, but Atomic shies away from that ball in entirety.
You really think that he could have applied a lot of pressure there, too. That wasn't the cleanest catch from Chronic. He definitely didn't look like he had full control over it, but who knows, maybe it was a call-out that someone wasn't going to be back late, and rather than conceding a potential strong counterattack, just said take the one-on-one on the sidewall where it's a little bit safer and take our chances elsewhere, as Chicago's denied by apparently Jack.
Good demo in the midfield as well. Jack getting rid of Atomic, and Nolly can just dribble it in. There were 2 defenders back, but neither of them wanted to go for the attack.
Yeah, the demo on front of contact. JNAP's got punched as well, so apparently Jack, he's not involved in the stat line at all, but he's the only reason it goes in. The demo to stop Nolly from getting challenged, and the bump on JNAP's to secure the lane all the way to net. Huge play from apparently Jack.
Nolly, though, with 0 boost in the corner, has to try and work something from this, but with 2 goals up in the good, with 90 seconds remaining, forced G2 to attempt to get some shots on target. They have 2 so far. That's as many as apparently Jack has in total. The lowest shooting player on Gen.G. They've been pinned back entirely. Ollie! No way!
Just give him the ball. Apparently Jack says, go get it. Catches the flip reset instantly and catches it with force. Catches the rebound off the ceiling, and Nolly, he's getting one right now.
That's North America's #1 player. Nolly being able to drop the third goal for Gen.G as his second in this game. And JNAVs needs to try and start something with that attempt off the kickoff immediately. Aquadome has firmly been in the favor of Gen.G. Nolly instead going for the bump. Atomic has to get that late read and goes to in and out, bumps Atomic out the way. Turns into that back corner, slowing it down. Apparently Jack is up with 67 boost. He passed it over towards Chronic. Nolly is waiting central. He doesn't need Nolly. Chronic, he just needs 30 boost.
Just taking what they're giving him as Chicago chance to score a double tap denied by apparently Jack. It's straight to Nolly. Is it in the net? Atomic is saying go away, please. Don't like these long clears.
Stop it. Oh man, I love just seeing how they right now G2 they need to sit back, otherwise they concede their fourth. Like, it's all well and good trying to push for that goal, but if you then go down by another shot, this game is pretty much done regardless. You're not going to be seeing a 3-0 come back in 20 seconds at 99.9% of games, but getting that fourth is going to be a bit of a momentum shifter. Trying to get across to Nolly, tries to go for that slow roll. Chronic again back to Jack, bottom corner. The opposite post to fake out from Nolly. This time, no goal coming from that play. We enter a new phase. 5 seconds remain. This has been dominant from Gen.G.
It is not very often you see a game where a team literally just drove circles around G2. That does not happen often. And yeah, timeout G2 here, 100%. Chicago has 54 score, kept dead silent, goose eggs across the board. That's points from a few touches and maybe a clear, maybe 2 or 3 clears.